finally Friday. You know, already right here, bro. Another beautiful day in California. Beautiful weather, sunny skies. I think it was like about 75 today, 76, roughly around there. So it was a really good day. Weather was feeding me. Everything's feeding me. So we actually, been having some pretty chingon weather. This is what people talk about, that California sunshine. This is the weather and the place to be. I don't know how it is in other places right now, but today was just that type of day that, white people love to live in the sunny, weather type climate. What's good, Mr. Pasa? What's cracking like in my boy? What you getting yourself into, carnal? What you up to, my boy? Hey, do you pump Chicano rap, my boy? Do you listen to Chicano rap, or? Because I know there's a lot of, raza that don't hear it or doesn't like to bump it. And I understand, it's understandable, you know what I mean? Some of it out there is, like, not the best. Got off work. That's right, my boy. Getting that Skrilla. That Skrilla illa. That's right. It's because, there's some gente that don't like listening to it because, there is some music out there that's, not the best, bro. It's not the best, you know what I mean? There's some music out there that's like, my guy should have really, worked on it a little bit more before, putting it out there. But I get it, bro. People are just trying to throw anything out there just to get paid, you know what I mean? What's good, low key? What's cracking like in como te fue, my boy? How's everything going with the whole, I know that it is, salute. As a matter of fact, speaking of salute, there's a song by Mr. Shadow called Salute Me. You should bump that song. That shit's bad. It's in his album, Mr. Shadow, Straight from the West. I think it's in that album. Or Throw the West Up. It could be in one of those two albums. I get it. When Chicano rap was coming up, it was mediocre. It did have some talented artists. Yeah, bro. There was a lot of artists that were like, like it, and that's the thing, that a lot of people were experiencing these artists that were not like, up to par. You know what I mean? And I understand, because there was a lot of rappers out there that, the thing with Chicano rap, its biggest flaw, bro, its biggest mistake, bro, was that, you had homies from neighborhoods, right, from barrios, right? And they were putting out music. Like, that individual could rap, right? And then he just decided to tell his homies, hey, jump on the rola, dog, jump on the rola. And those fools couldn't even rap, you know what I mean? And he was having them, like, they were featuring their homies, but their homies weren't rappers. So it was just like, yeah, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I have had homies, like, hey, let me record something with you, bro. But it's like, bro, you can't rap, bro. Like with me, bro, if they're not keeping up with the beat, bro, then I'm sorry, bro, we're not going to work on this rola. Like, you have to stay on beat, bro. And a lot of these fools, they just want to rap, like, they just rap, bro. Like, they don't even give a fuck about the beat, bro. Like, they're just rapping, and it's like, look, my guy, if you can't go with the beat and rhythm, then we're just not going to do this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to happen. They're like, oh, why not, bro? Like, because you're not going with the beat, bro. And it's like, I can't stand that. I can't stand when people can't go with the beat, bro. It just gets on my nerves. Because, like, you're hearing it, and it's like, bro, like, you're not going with the beat, my guy. Like, you're not even trying to go with the beat. Like, so that just shows that you don't give a fuck, bro. And if you don't give a fuck, then I'm not going to give a fuck, Pretty good, bro. I definitely bump that song. Yeah, it's just clean. I leave January 30. All right, that's right. All right. Oh, shit, it's already knocking, bro. It's already coming up. You might as well start hitting them burpees already, bro. Might as well start getting them, that body ready. Have you listened to LSD, Chicano rap group from Riverside? Yeah, I heard of, Mr. Jokes, no? El Joker, right? That vato, no? Yeah, he has a few rolas that I dig, right? Like there's what's the name of that rola? I think it's like Saturday Night or something like that, or Late Night Creep is another one. You know, he has a few. The one from Jose Rivas, like G Funk and both. Yeah, I'm into like that West Coast shit. You know, the G Funk's the shit, bro. You know that Warren G, Nate Dogg, you know, Snoop Dogg, you know, Corrupt Ass, RBX, Exhibit, you know, all that good shit. But like when it comes to rap though, my favorite type of rap is underground rap. Like I love underground rap. Like that's my favorite type of music, like underground, like lyricists. Like I like, you know, like Crooked Eye and, you know, Sly Boogie and Jedi Minds and Locksmith and, you know, fucking, you know, Ross Kaz and you know, like that type of music, you know, Mobb Deep, you know, back in the days. You know, I like that. Like that's rap. Like when you're actually lyrically putting, you know, the story together and with metaphors, and is, you know, like you have to really think about what these guys are saying in their lyrics, right? Like you got to decipher it. Cannabis, you know, like that type of shit. You know, that's real rap, bro. That's like rap. Like this is like lyrically these individuals how they're able to spit and, you know, say what they're trying to say, you know, complex on the spot, bro, was just phenomenal, bro. And their grammar and just the knowledge that they're kicking up in their bars, you know what I mean? Because they're educating you as well in their music, like Immortal Technique, you know, like that type of shit. Like I always think that kind of like that's real rap, you know. You know, compared to the, you know, the basic shit, the bitch and dick and click and, you know, spit and, you know, like the basic, you know, basic stuff. You know, these individuals were going more complex into it, right? Like, you know, like they're actually bringing grammar into their shit. Like that's skills. Not like, you know, there's, you know, VV Diamonds and, you know, it's just the basic stuff, you know, like. It's like, bro, these fools ain't even trying no more. Seriously, bro, and you know, and I'm glad that rap is getting back to its track, because it even went a little bit of period of time, bro, where these individuals weren't even trying no more, where they were just going, yeah, ooh, yeah, and they're not even rapping, they're just like letting the beat play, and they're just like, yeah, ooh, and it's like, bro, these motherfuckers ain't even trying no more, bro. It's like they only spit like one sentence and that's it, they're done. Like the rest is just sound effects and shit like that. And I'm just like, bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me, right? I paid how much for this shit? What do you think about studio gangsters? Oh, there's a lot of them, bro. There's a lot, bro. There's a lot of them. Yeah, studio gangsters is no bueno. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing I'm gonna tell you, bro. And rap is a beautiful thing, bro. And here's the thing I'm gonna say about rap: you don't have to be gangster to rap, bro. Like I'm telling you, like all those other people that I mentioned before, like all these rappers that I mentioned before, right? Like the Locksmith and all that. They're not gang members. They're not fucking thugs and shit like that, right? So what they rap about, they're rapping about history and conspiracy theories and you know the crooked politics and the, you know, the mistreatment of society. They're talking about shit like that, bro. So that they're talking about real topics, right? But in a rap format, right? So they're not talking about, you know, shooting up and killing people, but they're rapping about, you know, real topics, real shit that's really happening, you know? That's still real hood shit because it affects real hood motherfuckers, you know? And this is what these fools are rapping about, right? So when you're a rapper, when you're gifted, you don't have to rap about gang banging and shooting people. Like, you can rap about anything, right? You can rap about books or rap about space, you know? As long as you know how to phrase your things right, and as long as you know how to spit it, people will dig it, right? It doesn't have to be, you know, straight gangster shit, right? So when people try to come and try to facade and try to act and play this role like they're a gangster, people are gonna want to test it, bro. Especially because individuals like that, their biggest flaw is not only do they try to pretend like they're gangster, but they go and they start dissing everybody, bro. Like they start picking fights with people and dissing people, thinking that it's all gravy, and then to the shit gets real, bro. And it's like, yeah, bro, you probably shouldn't have been going out there and, like, if you're not about that, like, you don't gotta rap about that, bro. There's a million other things you can rap about. and be successful. You know, it doesn't always have to be about this. Like rap about what you know, because when you're rapping about, you know, essentially what you claim to be, bro. I mean, you can never keep the truth down, bro. You can't keep the truth down. I like listening to underground underrated G-Funk rap. Heard about. I feel there's a lot of talent. Yeah, bro, that's the type of music where there's a gang of skills, bro. The reason people just don't dig it, bro, is because it's not trending, right? Or it's complex and people just like basic stuff, right? Basic understanding, right? Because that other stuff just makes them feel like they're just like not up to par, right? To dig that kind of music, so they don't want to feel insignificant, right? So that's the reason why it doesn't tend to catch on, right? Like if it sounds too nerdish, people will be ashamed to say that they hear it, right? Because apparently being intelligent is something you should be ashamed about. This fucking world we live in is crazy. Like if being educated is something that you should be shameful for. Like that is fucking crazy, bro. I'm like, oye, esas mamadas? Bubblegum rap. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, that shit's like, I'm just like, when I hear stuff like that, bro, it irritates me because they're giving you the bare minimum, right? But they want the most out of you, right? Like they want all the views and they want to charge you as much as they possibly can, and to give you a CD. Before, let me tell you, before you went and you bought a CD, bro, you bought a CD, right? The CD was only maybe like about $14.99, $13.99 por allí, right? And on the albums, you got 25 rolas. Well, let's take out the outro and the intro, right? And then there's maybe a skit in there. So let's throw those out. So you had maybe a total of like 22 songs, 21 songs, right? And each song was roughly about 3 minutes and 29 seconds, roughly around that time, right? So you had 22 rolas. Each rola was around 3 minutes and 20-something seconds, right, long. For $14.99. That was an album that you back in the days, right? Now you get an album. Album has 8 songs. You take out the intro and the outro, so you get 6 songs. Each song is about 2 minutes. If you lucky, bro, that's like the rayastes if it lasts longer than 2 minutes, right? And they charged you about $34.99, $39.99 for this, and then not to a part that is only 2 minutes long, you get maybe like 54 seconds of and no rapping, and it's like, this is what the fuck I paid for? That is fucking crazy, bro. Like this shit is fucking trash. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna be out there trying to sell me the bare minimum, then bro, I'm gonna give you the bare minimum of attention then. You know what I mean? Because clearly you don't give a fuck about your fan base. If you're giving them this, if you're trying to sell them this shit, that's you taking advantage of the ones that are, keeping the lights going on in your house. Hey, at least, be straight up with them. Like, give them their money's worth, because that shit is not their money's worth. That shit's trash, bro. You wrote that shit like in about fucking 15 minutes. Because you were like, man, I need some bread real quick. Hold on, let me just jump in here real quick. And didn't even give it no thought, no concept. Yeah, I feel you. I'm just chilling. Oh, that's right, my boy. Chilling. Hey, what type of music you hear, carnal? Other than the 661. Some rappers just Illuminati, Freemasons, reptilians, aliens. Yeah, they do. Hey, facts, my boy. You're speaking facts, though. They do that shit. And those rolas slap, bro. They bang, bro. Yeah, bro. See, homie knows what's up. Even Psycho Realm done cut. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, and that's good shit. See, they're another group that I like. Psycho Realm's another group that I dig. You know what I mean? Because it's giving you something more, right? Like it's bringing new topics into the thing, because the same old también. And at the same time, it's like, you know what I mean? Females, yeah, but the way that they do it though, it's like it's facading though. Like they talk about like this bitch and this. this, slut, and this, how they don't give a fuck. But in all true reality, you care about your girl, bro. Because if you had your girl and then she out there tricking, bro, you ain't gonna be happy with that. You know what I mean? Let's not act like if you're not right there, caring about your woman. So why are you trying to, fucking lie to the masses and brainwash them that this behavior is okay when deep down inside you don't believe in that behavior? You know what I mean? Yeah, Immortal Technique is down. I actually like, I don't agree with everything he says, but I like his get down, bro. Do you think some kids are born with mental issues? Yes, because there's certain mental issues that are genetically passed down, right? So yeah, I do believe in that, right? Because genetically, it's passed down, right? Like if the father had it or the mother, then there's a chance that you're gonna have it as well, right? Not 100%, but there's a chance you're gonna have it too, right? Because genetically you inherit it. So unfortunately, yeah, bro, because there's some serial killers out there, that people can't really, don't really have an answer to why they were the way that they were, right? Kind of like, indicated that they were born like that, kind of, right? But the science in that is still like, we really still don't know, like truly, like we still really truly don't know the understanding of all that, right? Like people could just like theorize, of what they believe, but it's not like, it's not facts. It's not like written out there that that this to be facts, right? People are just speculating what they think, right? When it comes to certain, but like I said, for that, like people would actually have to sit down and dive in deep into the individual to see if it was passed down genetically. But a lot of them are just groomed like that, though. Other rappers I had to go looking the type of music I different music is flooded. Oh, yeah, bro, I feel you. I like to give like artists that I never heard about, like who the fuck is this? I like to give those motherfuckers a try. Like I'm not one that's gonna be like, I don't know who the fuck those fools are. I ain't gonna bump it. Like, nah, I'm like, who the fuck are these fools? Let me see what's cracking. I'm like that type, bro, because, you'll be surprised, especially if you do music, bro, because you want to get, like, ideas. You can get ideas from different beats, different selection of stuff, right? It's always important if you do music to hear every kind of music, rock and roll, disco, everything, because, bro, where do you think Dr. Dre and all these individuals grabbed all their samples from all these beats, bro? They were hearing, different music, bro, and just, taking little samples here and there to construct their beats, bro. You know what I mean? Because music, bro. There's country music. There's country songs out there that bang, bro. There's rock and roll songs out there that bang. You know what I mean? Like people just can't go based on like what, like, the narrative that's thrown out there, right? Because sometimes the narratives are false, right? Like when people say that all rock and roll songs are just people yelling loudly, they're not all like that, bro. The stigma that's attached to certain things, right? What are your thoughts on generation refer to the partners as baby mamas, baby daddies? Yeah, I think that's weird because that's showing us like let's say if you're together, like yeah, it's kind of like disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like you're just seeing them as just like somebody that just that you just use to get this, or like you don't see him as your significant other. You just see him as your, I guess, your sperm donor. It's like that. It's almost like they're trying to distance themselves from the relationship, right? Like it doesn't sound like you guys are together when you just say, your baby mama or your baby daddy. It kind of sounds like you guys maybe okay. You guys broke up. Like, no, we're still together. Like, what the fuck? Evil things because it's not because they had mental issues. They need to. I feel like it's depending on the individual, right? Because there's individuals that go through some shit in life, right? Like they have bad experiences through life. They're tortured, they're mistreated, they're neglected. You know, all of that, right? I feel like there's some individuals that turn out to be evil because of that, right? And then I think that some individuals, yeah, were just, you know, genetically inherited. Because look, genetically, we're all different, right? You know, people see this, you know, this is to be facts, right? Because babies, right? There's some babies that are, you know, that are peaceful, and they tend to laugh and play and stuff like that, right? They're born more jollier, right? And there's some babies that are born, you know, they get fussy easily, they cry a lot, right? So one was born more aggressive than the other, because one was born with a higher amount of testosterone than the other, right? So of course, you know, this person's gonna be more aggressive or short tempered and stuff like that, right? Because it has a higher level of testosterone than this individual, right? That's why there's some, you know, individuals who are more sensitive than others, right? It's not because they're weenies or pussies. It's just, you know, other individuals have higher levels of that. That's genetics, bro. You can't. There's nothing you can do about that. Well, there is. You can go and take, you know, drugs and stuff like that, but it's not recommended. But you know, genetically, people are born different, right? That's why there's some people that are born, you know, like more short tempered or more aggressive. So genetically, you do inherit this, you know, stuff, right? Genetically, people are born differently. So that does play a factor, right? Like I said, like for somebody to be like a serial killer or something like that, it has to be a multiple of things, right? It's like it has to be like the perfect storm that breeds these individuals. People just can't say that it's one thing, right? It's a multiple of things, you know, that causes an individual to be that way, right? That's why, you know, there's a lot of serial killers, but not everyone's a serial killer, right? There's a lot of them, but when it comes to the population of the planet, there's a very slim, you know, there's very few serial killers, right? So those individuals are the ones that experience that perfect concoction that made them that way, you know, unfortunately, right? It's like white tigers do exist, right? So it does tend to happen, right? But then you have other people who suffer other mental issues, right? Like people that are narcissistic or Machiavellianism, or, you know, sociopaths or psychopaths, you know, all that, you know, or there's psychopathy and all that, right? So, you know, and that is, you know, that right there is, you know, because, you know, they experience traumatic events, they snap, you know, they get stuck in a state of psychosis. There's many different, you know, reasons for it. You know, but one thing that we can agree on at least is that putting a lot of stress on any individual is bad for that individual. Worse when they're younger, right? Worse in the age where they're soaking everything up, right? With the age where they're learning everything, right? When they're experiencing trauma, neglection, abuse at that age, oh yeah, bro, you're gonna breed a pretty evil adult. You know, that's without a doubt. You know what I mean? If they even make it that far, right? Because some people, you know, turn out to start shooting schools up and take their own life, suicide, right? So if they even make it that far. But, you know, we can agree that they're going to be troubled individuals, though. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And you know, as a matter of fact, you can even see it in animals too, especially a dog, right? Because dogs, you know, are emotional creatures just like humans, right? Dogs, you know, show a lot of emotions, right? That's why people, you know, tend to bond with dogs, right? Just like a dog, right? When you beat a dog, when the person makes the dog aggressive, right? When they tend to beat them and abuse the dog, right? The dog doesn't like no, you know, if he is released, bro, he'll start biting the first human he sees, bro. You know what I mean? You know, they turn out to be pretty vicious dogs after that because they were bred like that because of all the abuse. Same thing happens with a human being, bro. Or any animal that shows a lot of emotions like that, you know, that's why they tend to be like that. That's why they tell you, like, you see it all the time when people get, you know, they have the circus and they, you know, have these lions or these bears and they think they have them tamed, right? But they abuse them. And then next, you know, they're fucking over there attacking their owners. You're like, yeah, what you think was going to happen after all that abuse, bro? He's going to snap. And then there it is, bro. Like, but people really think that people really think that they could force somebody to be a certain way. Like they could apply abuse or beat it into them, right? Beat them into submission, right? Beat them into, you know, complying with what they're saying. But it's only a matter of time before this person gets tired of the abuse, and all shit's gonna break loose after that. All shit's gonna go to hell after that, bro. Because once that person snaps, bro, and finally decides that he's had enough, good luck rehabilitating that person. It's gonna be fucking difficult. Same with the animal. Good luck rehabilitating that animal. It's gonna be very difficult. That's why they even tend to just put the animal to sleep. Because rehabilitation is a mission once they've been pushed to that breaking point. Like, you want to care now when it's already too late to care. That's why I tell these people, right? There shouldn't, families out there that want to pay attention now to their kid, now that their kid's been arrested or now is going to jail or now is going to juvenile hall, whatever. Now they want to be there for their kid. Now they want to show them that they care. It's already too late for that, bro. That motherfucker's now, now you want to pay attention? Oh, now you want to see where I'm at or what I'm doing? Oh, now you want to know what I'm getting into? Nah, it's too late for that already. Facts, bro. They ain't gonna be having it no more, bro. Shit, they gave you their whole entire childhood to show, that you cared, bro. And you chose to do your own thing, so now these individuals are choosing to do their own thing too. Even though they're still kids, right? Well, that's what I'm saying, though. You'll become very hard-headed. You can tell which kids are being neglected for the very exact same reason. People would deny it, say it's not true, but kids don't just behave like that just because they behave like that. Unless, like I said, unless they're born like that genetically, but when they're born like, let's say they're psychopaths, right? But like I said, that is rare that it happens, right? You rarely get people that are psychopaths, that just emotionally have no attachment to nothing, right? Like they that part of the brain just doesn't exist for them, right? Like they legitimately can't feel any compassion or remorse or anything like that, right? Like they don't know what that feel, or like they don't understand the concept of love. Like they're just not able to feel that. And it's sad, when people are born like that, it kind of sucks, if you really think about it, right? But at least with the science that we have now, there's nothing we can do about that. Like if you watch some interviews where they're interviewing actual psychopaths, it's a trip, bro. Because they're literally trying to understand why people want to build friendships or why people love other people. Like they're trying to understand it, right? And they just can't, right? And it's a trip, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Everyone starts as a nobody before they become a somebody. That's why I hate when people be like, wait, well, who's this individual? Well, he's a nobody. Like, bro, at one point, Eazy was a nobody. Tupac was a nobody. You know what I mean? Everybody starts as a nobody before they become a somebody, my guy. So that is stupid when people say, well, who's this individual? Who gives him the right to do what he's doing? Like, bro, because he got up and do it, bro. He got up and did it because no one could hold him back and he's allowed to. Don't be mad because now he's doing it and you ain't. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter who he was or if he's a nobody, bro. All these motherfuckers started off as nobodies. Like, that's just hating, bro. Alrighty, 42 part. Yeah, that's just some good shit. I think people that abuse their kids, bro, I think that they have their own problems that they're going through, right? And they just don't know how to deal with it, right? Like they just don't know how to handle the situations, right? They don't know how to handle the stress of everything, right? So they lash out at the kids, right? Some people lash out at the kids because their relationship, went to shit, right? Like their dad left or the mom left or whatever the fuck, right? So they blame the kid, right? So they take out all their frustration and anger on the kid, right? Some, for all the bad things that's going on in their life, they take it out on the kids. They don't know how to deal with stress, right? They don't know how to deal with stress. So that's why they take it out on the children, because they just don't know how to cope with the situation that they're in, right? And like I said, because people are ashamed to go ask for help because, they're cuckoo or they're crazy. They don't want to be judged, right? So they choose not to seek out help, right? So instead, what they do is they just release their frustration, right? When they're frustrated. And sadly, unfortunately, it tends to, fall upon whoever's in that household, You see all kinds of kind of shit that happens to kids, bro. Like if people were to really research about the shit that kids go through, it's crazy, bro. You know, because normally, people don't see that or would think that, nah, who would do that to their kids? Nobody would really do that to their kids. Like, bro, you'll be surprised how many people do the most crazy, sick shit to their kids, bro. It's outrageous, bro. It's unbelievable, too. But it happens on a day-to-day. And a lot. Not just like in these other countries, no, it happens a lot here, bro, a lot. I had made a video about that, just in California in itself. I think it was like 63,000 just in California, kids in foster homes, right? And then a report, that came out in 2020, right? In 2020, a report of 653,000 cases of child abuse, bro. 653,000 just in California. Just in California, bro. 653,000 just in California, bro. Child abuse cases. That is fucking outrageous, bro. That is outrageous, homie. When people think of numbers, they probably would think like, cases is probably maybe like 1,000 only, or like 2. Like, yeah, right. Like, nah, you're cold, bro. Try catching up. No, bro, there's that many cases. Like I said, people don't have to believe what I'm saying. You guys can go look it up yourselves and see what I'm talking about. That shit is sickening, bro. It's outrageous, like I said, bro. I'm just like, sometimes I'm left speechless, bro. Like, at like, damn, society's really fucked up like that, huh? Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro. There's some, yeah, bro. There's a lot of crazy shit going down. And all because, people refuse to be parents, bro. It's crazy. It's insane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, my lunch is already over. It was, nice chopping it up with you guys like always. We out.